Hey, you folks, this is Adam. Uh, Pushing 20, 21 weeks, I think it is. And just wanted to stop in for uh, a quick little bit of information. I weighed myself, I think it was yesterday or the day before. It's probably Sunday. I think it's Tuesday now. Tuesday the 1st, April Fool's Day, in fact. But what I'm about to tell you is not April Fool's, it's not a joke. It's not really funny to me. It's concerning. Before, when I've lost small amounts of weight, it always usually balance out, and then throughout the month you could go back and you could pull an average, and you were doing well. And most of the time that was the case for me. And I always made a point to say that as long as I was losing 2 pounds a week, I wouldn't be too concerned. And even if it was once a week, or if it was one week that I'm didn't lose 2 pounds, or maybe even 2 weeks, I really wouldn't trip on it. But the time has come to trip on it. So what has happened is I weighed myself the other day and I was like 205.3, which is down from 282 pounds, which is wonderful. That's a 77-pound loss or something like that, pretty much close to 80. When people tell me how much I lost, I usually round it up a slight bit to 80 from 77, because I don't want to be all that particular with it, but 80 sounds better anyway. That's positive. Looking forward, speaking positive, calling it into existence, right? Anyway, so the problem with the 205.3 is that, and I weigh on the Wii. It's a Wii Fit board and stuff, and it does good, and I continue to weigh on the Wii Fit board so that way it stays somewhat consistent and things of that nature. But I didn't lose. Let's see, about almost. Let's see, what was it now? Maybe it's almost 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I think I lost, or I was 205.8. So that's 0.5 pound loss in a couple weeks. So things aren't right. Things aren't right where they should be. I'm not hammering down anything bad for myself. I have caught myself with some mental cravings for certain things. Maybe for some caramel popcorn or something like that, and I do a good job of keeping myself from doing those things, and it's not real bad. But the point is as I talked in my other videos, is that it comes time for a little bit of correction. If you notice you're veering off the road, you do correct, I hope. So I noticed that I must be veering off the road in some way, shape, or form. I haven't been tracking my calories with MyFitnessPal. A lot of you guys are pretty particular about that, but it's a little cumbersome for me to do that, and I have a hard time putting some of the things in. Like when I buy them from work, I don't really necessarily know what kind of chicken it is that they're cooking and things, or how they cook it, or what it may be cooked in. So it's very difficult for me to find some of those foods if I can't just scan the barcode. The barcode scan is quite easy, but I guess maybe I ought to pack my own food and stuff like that. I'm just not real good at shopping for myself. I'm not good at cooking foods for myself. And to me, the nutrition is a very, very big part of losing weight. I mean, like a big part. The exercise is a good part of it too, but I think that you can exercise really hard, but if your nutrition sucks, then you're going to have a hard time losing weight. So nutrition is a big deal to me, and of kind of faltering in that area. So, but also on top of that, my exercising hasn't been great. I have been doing a little better throughout the week as I work at home. Which I did not yesterday, but as I work at home, I've been every hour on the hour, I would spin around here and stand up, and I'd do me some lunges, or one day I'd be doing biceps and some shoulders, and I'd be doing some weightlifting. I got some free weights that you can get from Walmart or whatever, and I've been doing some of that, which is fine and does okay. It can even make me sore, quite sore last week. In fact, I worked out pretty good, because talking about an 8-hour shift, you're pumping them out I do about 6 hours worth, and every hour I'll pump out a good 15 or 20 reps, so that's quite a few reps. So it's possible that some things are swollen and things of that nature, but there's nothing wrong with taking a look and seeing what needs corrected and still making some adjustments. I think the whole VSG experience will be a series of adjustments. For those people who think or would like to say that once they get VSG, you don't have to think about what you eat so much. You don't have to think about night eating. You don't have to wrestle with adjustments, and you don't have to wrestle with the exercise plan. You know, you're wrong. You will be thinking about those things. I mean, there are those that um, will not, choose not to think about those things, and they want to live free and well, irresponsible. To get a VSG surgery and then not have a plan is irresponsible. And that's how kind of how I feel about myself a little bit right now. I don't have a good eating plan. I don't have a real good exercise plan, so I feel a little bit irresponsible with my surgery, which is a blessing to me. And I've heard a lot of you folks say that too, that it's a blessing to you. It is. If you have the opportunity to get VSG and you've got VSG, you've got a blessing there. You got a gift right there. So I'm not going to say that I'm using it wrong. I certainly wouldn't say that. I think it's healthy and responsible for a person to say, hey, I know that I will be making adjustments along the way. So at least I'm there. I did go to our community gym, which is a small area of a gym, probably not even the size of my house. But it's something, I reckon. So I did go this morning before work. I was wanting to test out how it would be if I went to the gym before I worked, and then got that done. And just my work day would I'd get off a little bit later instead of like getting off at 4, maybe get off at 5 or 5:30. But I'd still have my workout in, so it should all come together. But we're testing out today, so I did get to go. It did feel good. I did get there. The time I got there was about 7, a little bit before 7, about 6:45, and so there wasn't a whole lot of people there. So that was good because you don't want a whole bunch of people in that small little area because you just never get a machine. So we may try that and at least get the exercise portion going, and we'll continue to work on the nutritional planning part. My wife's done a wonderful job. Last night she made some good old. It's like partly had some red potato in it, and it had like broccoli, some corn, and it's some. I'm not sure what all she put into it, but it was supposed to be some type of healthy meal or whatever. But it was good. She did a great job on that. So she continues to try to feed me healthy. She's very conscious about it. She's a good part of my strength, big pillar. Without her, I'd probably be failing pretty miserably, but she helps keep me strong in that aspect. So nothing else really to report. Haven't had any issues. I have noticed that since my gallbladder's been out, it's been a couple weeks after that. I do feel like now that I'm back to normal, to where I can go exercise, lift weights like I would before VSG surgery. So I'm not saying it was the gallbladder surgery. I'm just saying before that, when I go to lifting weights and stuff, I just felt just wasted, and just no muscle to use. So I'm glad to feel that I'm back to normal in that aspect where I can get this rocking. So anyways, that's all I've got for now. We'll get back to work. That's what I'm supposed to be doing anyway, right? We'll see you all.